Hi, welcome back to Fit Fed Feeling Good. I am Meg, your host. This is the podcast where we talk all things fitness, food, and feeling good. I am so happy to have you along for this conversation on this glorious Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining today. Today is a little bit of a fitness episode along with me feeling good about it. I want to talk a little tiny bit about the certification process for whatever avenue you decide to take, whether it could be group exercise, personal training, a specialty certification, and more. So I will specifically talk about the personal training today and touch point on a little bit of the other ones, only because that one, the personal training certificate, was coming up due. And to stay current, I want to go through the process of what that looks like and how to go about recertifying. So every 2 years, you need a certain number of credits, courses, classes, online, in-person courses, maybe workshops, maybe some fests. If you go to those, you can get credits, but you need a certain number of credits to then be able to recertify for the next 2-year length of staying current. So I knew a long time ago, obviously I know the date since I certified the last 2 years, when that date was coming up. And you have those 2 years to get your courses done. But once it gets closer, you then can push the recertify button. And depending on what big umbrella organization you hold your certification from, or maybe you have it through a number of places, some will hold yours in your profile. So I recently did a workshop and it was through that organization. So it's already in my profile that I did it. And it will say, let's say 2.0 out of 20. And every time you do another one, it just adds it together. And once you get to the correct amount or over, and then you also need to have a hands-on CPR AED class that you need to show proof that that is current to recertify. You have to upload a copy of that, your date of when that's done. Until all of that is done, you cannot recertify. So recently I got all my courses not redone. They were all new. Oh, and that is another thing. One couple years ago, actually it was many, many years ago, I think I redid one of the online courses and it got bounced back saying, oh, this is in your profile from quite a few years ago. I think you could redo that course after a certain number of years, but I think it was too close together. So I had to find another course. The courses are great. I learned a lot. This year was super fun. I think in another episode, I told you I did a gamification course. I did AI in programming, and I haven't really tiptoed into that after doing the class, but it was very interesting. The presentations are typically very informative. They're thorough. I leave with a ton of knowledge. What is also nice is you can download the program or the articles or the PDFs, the PowerPoints that come, because you do have to purchase these. And once you do have it purchased, it sits in your profile. You have a certain number of downloads. You can't keep re-downloading it a lot, but once it's downloaded, it's yours and you can refer back. So I was just super tickled that I completed all my courses well before my due date, and I am now recertified. And I'm specifically talking about personal training for another 2 years. So that's very exciting. And I did also recertified. This was from a different organization, my senior specialty certification. And that too is 2 years. And that also comes with a specific requirement. I want to talk a little, tiny bit about SilverSneakers. SilverSneakers does it a little differently. You do need a certain number of credits. However, some of their courses are a credit too. So they have foundation SilverSneakers, they have circuit SilverSneakers, they have yoga SilverSneakers, and you can do all of those. But then if you want to do continuing education credits just to be a SilverSneakers instructor, that is separate. So it's just a tiny bit different, but I do like the SilverSneakers platform as well. And on Redesigning Health and Home, I interviewed Mindy Milray. She is the fitness queen. She is basically the inventor of the gliding discs and Tabata boot camp, although it's not called Tabata boot camp anymore, that I learned. And I took that program. It was really fun. She is part of the Move Mentors now. And that episode, I would really highly recommend people listen to. And she is over at Redesigning Health and Home. And I would love for you to listen to her journey because she talks way back about it wasn't Mr. or Miss Cardio, but it was basically aerobic champion of the world and something very similar. Don't quote me on that, but it was a really fun interview to talk to her. She's now living in Costa Rica and she hosts these retreats. And she is, along with her husband, Bruce, they do a lot of seminars and are still very, very active in the fitness universe. And it was just a total gift to talk to her. And she has her own program, so you can get certified through her Move Mentors as well. So there's so many places that you can dive into if you have any interest in getting certified. Now, the group fitness, I am an ambassador for NETA Fit. It's NETA fit.org. And if you have any questions about getting certified, whether it's group exercise or personal training, I have my own discount code. I would love to walk you through it. It is really a rewarding, you can make it a career. I know a lot of people through my career as a fitness professional I worked at 2 establishments for over 25 years, and I would still be there if I did not move. But it was the longest standing staff. I don't even want to say staff, group of fitness instructors. I have many friends that are still there. We talk constantly. We share ideas about fitness. I just reached out to another instructor because on Instagram, I'm digressing off of this NETA personal training and group fit certification, but on Instagram, I was seeing a lot of influencers and young Pilates instructors sharing some information that was correct. I want to say their information was very valuable. I think their tips were great. But as you age, sometimes you need a modification. But let me get back to NETA. So if you have any questions or have any interest about getting certified, I would be happy to walk you through it. It is very rewarding. And I was saying that when I was at a couple establishments, there were sometimes full-time teachers, but they taught the early morning classes or they taught the weekend classes, or maybe, they were a yoga teacher at one of the boutique specialty yoga shops. And there's just so much you can do with it. It's just really great knowledge to have in your back pocket that you can utilize. If you have any interest, I'd love to help you or answer any questions. You can reach out to me at fitfedfeelinggood@gmail.com or even fitfedfeelinggood.com. You can reach out to me on my website or go to YouTube and leave a comment or my Instagram. I'm happy to help you. But that is what I want to share, that I just got recertified on my personal training certification, and my group fit is coming up in February, but I am well on my way. I think I need only 1 or 2, because if you are certified in different organizations, you need a certain number of credits from that specific organization, but you can also have credits from the other ones. So I think I have all my credits, but I may need a few more from that one. I just need to finalize that paperwork before February, so I have some time. But I hope that you are feeling fit, fed, feeling good. I hope there is something that you're doing that you're feeling proud of and that's making you smile. I mean, some seasons we have a little bit more hard times and some are a little more positive and uplifting. So wherever you are, I am cheering you on. And I hope this leaves you fit, fed, feeling good. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next Wednesday. This is entertainment only. I am not a doctor or medical professional. Please seek medical care if needed, and always follow your physician directives before you begin any new exercise routine or new movements. Safety first. Listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, stop immediately.